prayer. The prayer for this one. I'll go ahead and pray so that we can get started with day 2 and what we're going to discover today. Good morning, Father. How are you? We are blessed. We are thankful and grateful that we get to once again do life with one another today. We thank you, Lord Father God, for placing this charge on my heart, for giving the boldness, for the courage, and the heart to even go forth. I do know the value in studying and understanding Proverbs, so I would always give a charge to any and everyone that is listening. On a 31-day long to read Proverbs, but there can be aha moment. That's a really want to give it one of which is walking or walking dead on things that we want to dead on. So we God, we're just asking that if nothing else, something will be there'll be a bunch of takeaways and you'll see what it is that I'm trying to give them. I thank you today. I pray you today. I'm going to magnify you today. All right, guys. Here we are on day 2 of Proverbs. And the Proverbs, part of the scripture that I want to focus on today is Proverbs 2:55, which goes on to say, if you seek her as silver and search for her as a hidden treasure, then you will understand the fear of the Lord. So we are still right there, reminding each other of the fear that comes with serving God. I mean, I remember at one point I used to think that God was an older. He was, man. There is no way I would want any parts of teaching, but that's not it. It's literally all about respect, like we do our parents, so to speak, like we do anyone for that matter. We respect one another. God is no different. That's where the fear comes from, just being respectful, being mindful, and knowing that He is greater than all of us. And we should act accordingly or act as such. We should be intentional about seeking God's wisdom in prayer, in our study, and decision making. It will not fall into our laps. We must chase it like a precious treasure. So if you think about anything that tickles your heart or brings out any kind of excitement, we go hard for it, right? We do our absolute best to make sure we are doing everything imaginable so that we can get the goal or get the reward of it. Again, this is legend. We have to be just that much more intentional about seeking the wisdom. We know that there will be a bunch of times where we have to turn the other cheek, where we have to be the bigger person, where we have to just take an L, should I call it, right? And at the end of the day, that's just using wisdom. We're just being wise and not allowing ourselves to get caught up in ourselves, making fleshly moves, right? So when we want to say we want to be followers for any of the God's ways, then there it is. That's where that all comes from. There is also the wondering of, is it always the right fit? Is it worth the hype? And we'll address that in a few minutes. I'll come back to that. But I just want to again address that. Wisdom is God's treasure to motivate us to seek His value and beauty. I don't care what anybody says. We all want to be scholars. We all want to be smart. We all want to better choices, better decision making. Um, just being mindful of how we do what we do and say what we say that are comfortable with. And I can't see anybody that does not want that. So, um, but I do want to take us back to the fact that ethics and morals are a huge component, or should I say, the big payoff. Um, when we study God's wisdom, it goes hand in hand with that fear and reverence, so to speak. Um, I've said it before and I'll say it again when it comes to Proverbs. It's literally all about ethics and morals. How we want to live our lives, how we want our children, our grandchildren, or any generations that come after us. And a lot of this is just, I want to remind you, we may be the first. We may be the ones that set the trend in our families. So, with that being said, if that is our charge, if that's what we're going to do, let's do it well, or at least to the best of our abilities. Um, so many times we find ourselves running our tradition or what our parents or grandparents did, and sometimes the shift is required. We're required to pivot. We're required to say, hey, I love how you did what you did. And I love, the fact that you put your heart into it. But then I want to do it differently. I want something different for me and mine. And so that's where that wisdom comes into play. Those decision making skills come into play. Like, well, yeah, it's okay to do it differently. It's okay to say, I don't want to go that route. So with that being said, hey, uh, I say, give it a go. Why not? Again, it won't hurt any. Um, so I'm back to just even answering the question once again. It is all worth the hype. The cherry on top. Is it worth it? And my answer is absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, yes, and yes. Reason being is it is the cherry on top. It's we're learning how to live our best lives, making better decisions, and moving differently. Well, it sounds like it's working to me. It sounds like it's all for, are the intentions are there. It's all worth the sweat, the blood, sweat, and uh, probably a bunch of tears. It's all worth it. So, again, we're doing something different. We're doing something new. And he said that we cannot or will not or shall not just do something different. Just try to be our best selves or better selves. There goes the question of what changes can you make to pursue God's wisdom more intentionally? That is a question that I want you to walk away with as you think about our assignment or our homework for today. I'm going to read chapter 2 in its entirety. I want you to take some good notes. I want you to think about process. What is it that I can change about what I've learned? What do I need to unlearn? How do I be a better me? Who doesn't want to be better? That's ludicrous to think that nobody wants to be better or start something new or be different. Um, I also wanted to add that when it comes to the changes or the willingness, the desire to change, know that a great deal of times there's going to be some adversity. There's going to be a great deal of pushback because it's not the norm. It's not what we're used to. It's not what others that know us are used to. But again, learned a bunch of the things that just do not align with the precepts that we are learning in this Christian walk, in this walk. Nevertheless, I'm still going to stick and stay and say that it's going to be so worth it. I'm going to stick and stay and say, why not challenge ourselves to increase that muscle, that muscle, because that's a muscle for any of us that are into any kind of health fitness or anything about building muscle. It's required. You have to keep going at it. It has to be a consistent process. You have to say, yeah, today I'm going to go in it again, and it hurts. It's hard. Uh, can I do it? Do I have the endurance, the stamina, the tenacity? Absolutely. Absolutely. The fact that you made the conscious decision, right? Because it makes a better decision making skill. The fact that you said, you know what, let me try it. Let me put my heart into this. Let me add something to it. I say go for it. I'm doing it right along with you. It's nothing that I grew up in. It's nothing that was instilled in me. Yes, ethics and morals. Yes, absolutely. However, um, it still requires a shift because we want to do it now. We want to do it the way, right? I'm not saying that any of us grew up horrible, but there's still a better way to do things, and that's what we're doing. So that's pretty much all I have for today. Again, I'm trying to stay within my 18-minute constraint. Somebody asked, what is the 18 minutes? Well, uh, we try to get about 10% of everything that we do because they're on the 4 o'clock chain from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. Central Standard Time. 10% of 180 minutes is 18 minutes. So that is why I am resting on that 18 minutes, not to go over. And I may go under a little bit, but I would never go over because again, I value your time. I want you to take this time, get it out the first fruits of your day before you get off to your work or get your day started. Go ahead and take the time to read your chapters per day and take some good notes and have some good conversations. Um, I really and truly believe it's going to be worth it. I know it without a shadow of a doubt. We will come out of this differently. I've read Proverbs over a million times, not a million, but a lot. And each and every time I gather something new, something different. And what better way than to serve the community that I surround myself with than to say, hey, y'all, I have something. This is something we should all know or be a part of. So have at it. All right. So again, that is your homework. And again, I devoted the question as well as I'm going to go ahead and pray us out so that you can dive on into chapter 2 because I know you're excited to find out, is it worth it? Is it worth the hype? And then my answer is absolutely yes, it is. So the prayer is, Father, help me to search for your wisdom with passion and perseverance. Help me to see the value in the treasure in seeking your word or gaining just that much more wisdom. Solomon went on to ask you to just make me wise. So Father God, we do the same. We want to be better. Make us as wise as Solomon so that we can be better stewards of time, of our resources, of our finances. We just want to be better, Lord. Thank you that we don't have to be in this world, but we do have to be better. There is no way we should remain the same in anything that we do, and especially after these 31 days. Lord God, we just thank you for the opportunity to get to dive deeper in your word. We thank you, Lord Father God, that we're not in a country or a state or in a place where this is not allowed. We can freely read and take in and understand your word. Unfortunately, there are some places that cannot, but Lord, that's not our story. So we're going to do our absolute best. We're going to do our due diligence to make sure we are doing what we've been called to do freely. So, Lord God, we're just thanking you today. We're praising you today. We're honoring you today in the matchless name of Jesus. Amen. That is it for today. Again, I ask that you go ahead and do your homework, read all about it, find out what it is that you need to unlearn, learn and unlearn with this chapter for today. We'll be back same time, same that channel, doing just